Hi guys, Healing Seagull here. I am just sorry about the late post and no daily reading the past couple days. I've just been exhausted. The energy feels very draining. It's like I'm lending my energy to someone. I mean, yeah, sure, whatever helps get people through what they need to. Letting go. Some stamina. I'm just gonna clean my cards really quick sometimes, man. I'm gonna need all the pure energy I can get from it. I was actually shuffling one of my decks, and I'm gonna keep it as the energy because I have a feeling this is gonna be something that's gonna take us for a long haul. Like I said the other day, I was relaxing, I was fine, and all of a sudden I seen the quest I was on, and that's when I was like, oh, I think it's time for a checkup. I wasn't gonna do one because you don't need to check up on the energy all the time, but this has felt like a major shift. And excuse if I sound a bit off, I have woken up from a nap because, like I said, this energy has just been draining and I cannot sleep. And when I do sleep, it's not good enough. The naps have been saving me. The dreams have not been as pleasing, though. A lot of them is just like, I would honestly say the day's gathered information on what's happened. I have jumped in my twin, and it was safe to say the usual, like, because what he's been projecting the past couple days. And then I had a dream being surrounded by these men, and I was in water. It was in water, underwater, and I was swimming, but the swimming came off so elegantly. So I wasn't entirely sure what that was, but when I meditated on it, it looked like another image from Egypt again. So a lot of twins are getting their messages through their dreams, through readings even, for their signs to look into their past lives. And especially a lot of twins are in Egypt right now. You see, as I split the deck, yeah, very tiring energy, and it's like a uphill battle. It's never ending. It's what it always feels for the divine feminine aspect of it, and I can verify that as myself. And it's just very tiring being the Queen of Swords. And I know it sounds weird because it's one of the queens we have to master to be the Empress. And she could be kind of low vibrational. She could be a cold beach, but in a positive way. Her action is kind of like her way or the highway kind of thing, choosing herself versus anyone else, which could be a good thing. I don't really watch this person's vids anymore. I'm in their club and I don't see them anymore. So I know that's my way of the universe saying you don't resonate with that anymore. But I saw just a small post that was on my feed, so I decided to look at it. And one of the things someone said, would you be okay if you knew, like, for a fact you're not going to be with your twin in this lifetime? And I read a comment, and the comment was, all caps, nope. And I'm starting to worry now, or something like that. And I felt like this dark presence and like lack of energy in her, and I felt so awful because I'm like, I mean, what you project, law of attraction is huge right now, and that's the best thing I can support. I have some stuff I'll post up later. What's the best thing right now is staying optimistic, staying positive. Remember, and that's someone who hasn't understood what the journey is about, because if you're waiting solely on a relationship, that's not it. And to be honest, I don't feel like you may be a twin flame if you're that, because I don't feel like a lot of divine feminines are like that right now. What I'm feeling is that we are drained from being in this controlled state where we're working on ourselves. We are projecting the moving forward, actively moving forward energy, and it is kind of draining us. So that's one thing I personally feel like being in this state is patient but impatient at the same time. It's terrible. It's like you slept 8 hours, but it wasn't. It felt like you slept 3. It's terrible. It's like a terrible feeling. I was getting some messages. They are private. They were for me, channel messages, but I wasn't sure if they're fully channeling messages. You know, these ones, it was like they were random thoughts coming into my head. And like, for example, one of them was saying I left. So I couldn't feel, was like, was that for me or was that for some other feminines? So I've been getting some messages. We'll get some answers here because I'm very curious myself. And it's so funny, when I split the deck, I've saved this because I was shuffling for you guys. The World card and the little Page of Cups for the masculine. Communication, a cycle complete. And when you look under here, the cycle is complete. What cycle? Duality, choices. A choice has been made and an offer will be given. What's that offer? Oh my god, I missed like the whole thing. It's the 10 of Cups. It's so beautiful. Let me reverse this back so you guys actually see it. World card, completion, communication too, which I associate with. There's going to be a little breakthrough we'll have there. And so what I felt was cycle is complete. A cycle of duality of choices. So anyone in a third-party situation, meaning a relationship, choices have been made, or if they were choosing between love and a job. I don't know why that came out. So a choice has been made. He became a King of Swords, so we're matching vibration at that point. And he is coming in with an offer. Doesn't know if he'll take the offer, but he is going to come in with it anyways. And the offer is the 10 of Cups. This was simply splitting the deck. It is a beautiful message. And even on this flip side here, what you had is a Page of Cups, which is you're being offered something after a long struggle. After a page, like I said, it's been draining. We've been feeling this way for a while. I was like, he's offering after a long battle, even with himself, that's a long battle. And it's a new start. We're offering a new start. It's beautiful. You're walking away. They're walking away. And they're becoming the king of earth. They can become more stable because they're walking away. And they're going to offer you something. It's just absolutely... Their energy feels very nice. Very lighthearted. And I feel it's more of a mental space. Like they've made that choice. Now it's about putting it into action. So let's get started. Because I've talked long enough. I already see 8 minutes. It's going to be 2 videos. Hopefully. Not 5. Sorry about those guys. And this will be on YouTube again. That's... healing_seago. Okay, and there I don't think you would need 2 videos. But when I was shuffling one of my decks, I decided I wasn't going to use it, but it popped out, and I feel like this is proper for the time being. And this is Netza. He's the right leg in this deck, and it's all about stamina, endurance, carrying the weight of the world. So it's kind of like a mini version of the World card, but in a different sense. It's not a completion, but it is success. So it's like a combination of the World card and the 6 of Wands. It's really nice. It's having the strength, having the endurance, having the stamina to push forward, no matter how heavy the load is, how heavy the, let's say the consequences, how heavy the karmic scales are. And I feel that's for both parties, so we're keeping that up there. We're going to do a headspace, heart space, blockage. Okay? And I may just do a current energy. We'll see. But let's shuffle these a little bit more. So I hope you guys, so if you're feeling the same way, I'm be honest, I do supplements. I do supplements. And so like I take some natural stuff. I took wheatgrass earlier and I still passed out. So to show you how fast the, how crazy tired the energy shifts are making me. And you see, many choices, but they're only choosing one. Isn't that cute? Okay. One thing too, sending light and love, I feel like has made the progress of patience a bit easier. Every night before I go to bed, I light a candle, and it's a small tea light candle. It's not like a dramatic seance. And I put it with like one of my favorite scents. And it's, oddly enough, I realized just now it's actually one of their favorite scents to use for like homes. It's like a vanilla honey kind of scent. And what I do is I light the candle and I say a prayer. I get in the, I think it's the, correct me if I'm wrong, Japanese or Asian meditation where you're on your knees, your legs are crossed behind you, and your hands are on your legs. I can't stay in that in like full grown meditation, speaking of, but like, because my legs will cut off. Not dramatic, just circulation. So I do that, and the prayer I say is, this candle I light is for my twin. It is my love from within. May this candle guide him through the dark. May my love open his heart. And then what I do after that, I say that a few times because I'm a person of 3. And then what I do, and I say, this candle I light is also for me. May this guide me for what I cannot see. And the love I have for my twin is the same love for me. That is the prayer I do every night. Ooh, sorry. And again, see, look at that, just shuffling. I'm just looking. Queen of Swords is part of becoming the Empress. So it's something I personally knew I had to master, being the Queen of Swords. It's something I think a lot of you who are connected to my energy have to master. And it's a hard energy to master. You know, if you're born as an air sign, it's like going to be your easiest one. Just like the Queen of Pentacles is going to be our easiest one. But if you're an earth sign, of course. But this one, I feel like it's opposite signs, and I personally feel air signs and earth are opposite, so that's why I feel like it's a little more difficult. But guess what? We'll move forward. Did I not say that this was the combination of the world and 6 of Wands? Look at that. Whew. I'm feeling good energy. Alright, let's get in. And then some of you are sad. It's okay. Let's go ahead and figure this out. So let's do their current headspace. So right now we're needing a lot of endurance. We're gonna figure out what's in their headspace right now. Okay. So 5 of Pentacles, the Empress. So we're definitely in their head. What else? That's too many, but I want to take them. Oh, okay. They want to speak. Makes sense. Like I said, I've been getting messages from the masculines all night. I don't know why they're suddenly coming to me. Let's see. Maybe because of the Queen of Swords I have. That's probably one of my things. And also, there's lessons going around right now, guys. And the lessons come in 3. I got that message, and it's on my phone, so I can't show you. But I got that message through a meditation stay. I got numbers. And what I realized was their lessons, the lessons were coming in 3 right now. Because the Justice card kept popping up everywhere. And that's what I noticed. And so I actually caught one of my lessons. And one of them was like I had a hard time saying no. And I didn't realize it was a lesson until after. Because I'm like, why would this suddenly go? Especially where I found it in, where I found the situation in a place of positive enlightenment and stuff like that. I found this energy there. It was so weird. Like out of all the hundreds of thousands of people, I found this energy. And I was like, it was a test. And I passed. So I'm happy. I also had another test earlier this month. And I was in the middle in between. And then I realized to accept something. And I passed. I personally felt. So, anyways. Enough babbling. Oh my god, 15 minutes of babbling. I'm so sorry, guys. So, one of the things in their headspace, like I said, was 5 of Pentacles, and came out with the Empress. So definitely you're on their mind in a good and in a not a bad way. I won't call it a bad way. In a good way and a reminiscent way. There we go. Because it's like we're going a little bit back to the past here. Either they've left you out in the cold, they've disconnected from you right now, they've been treating you cold-heartedly, being the King of Swords kind of thing. And or you've treated them as the Queen of Swords. Like I said, we're embodying that energy right now, and they're feeling left out in the cold. So vice versa, either way, you're in their thoughts though, no matter what. And in the headspace of thinking about forward movement. Now here we have the Nine of Pentacles. It could be forward. I'm not going to promise anything, guys. But it could be forward movement towards you, where you're abundant. Because you're mastering this last Queen of Swords there, becoming the Empress. You are becoming abundant in finances, more grounded, more stable, more emotional, fulfilled within yourself. And you're looking absolutely stunning. You're looking breathtaking, and they want to proceed and go through with that. And some of you right now are having to master the Queen of Pentacles, which I'm going to guess is some air signs that are having to master that. And it's about really feeling the ground, feeling where you're at, and controlling your environment, surrounding environment, making sure it's not unbalanced in vibrations, and mastering your work. Some of you are opening up a business. Some of you are working through work, getting promotions. Some of you are working on your life path, and they see this. They may physically see this. You may actually be in a close environment like I am to my twin, and they may actually see this, and it's wanting them to make them move forward towards you. They see your beauty. It's like they see their inner beauty finally coming out. They see your beauty coming out, and they want to move forward to you. Another message I'm getting is that they want to move forward into the single status. So if they're in a relationship, they're being guided, and you could tell they're being guided because the angel wings there. They're being guided to get out of that third-party situation and going into that Nine of Pentacles state, and them mastering the Queen of Pentacles. And what I mean by Queen of Pentacles is that obviously it's not gender specific, but they're mastering their stability on being on their own, getting their foot to the ground, so to speak. All right. Good Lord, I got way too many cards up here. I was looking at some new decks too, guys. I want to try. I've been really, I wouldn't say like super into past life, but I've been getting called to that lately. So I am going to look at some past life tarot. So we'll see. Maybe it'll be a new spread I'll have. And just to give a future update, I'm a little behind on some reads, so just give it about, right now, max is 5 days for weights. Alright. Headspace for feminines, like I was feeling here. Some of you are back to your tarot or watching again, or some of you are spying. Social media. It's like you guys are watching. This is the Seven of Swords. Usually it's the Page of Swords, but that's what I'm feeling. Some of you have kind of been watching them. Some of you have been wanting to communicate with them, but I'm feeling no, don't, because they're on the defense right now. And you know what's so funny? That's what's on the bottom of the deck. You gotta realize, so they, like I said, that Five of Pentacles is probably a disconnect from you as the feminine. I should have showed you the bottom of the deck. They're feeling the twin flame connection. And so for them, that's either something new, like they're being recently awoken, so they don't know. It's like some of them have never felt love like this before, and they're having a hard time understanding it. And so that's what they're going through right now, is forward movement to understand something like that. Or going towards you because they're so mesmerized by it, and they're finally realizing what it is. But right now is not the time to just go and jump on them for communication. You want to know how, believe it or not, how I'm feeling like this in this card? Normally it's like a deception kind of thing, but the reason why I'm feeling is because you see this person in the background. It's like gonna sneak up on them, and they're already prepared to like be on the defense. And birds are significance of communication, and I'm like, that's not gonna end well if you're trying to communicate. Other of you are still feeling either a recent deception or a one from the past that seemed to come haunt you again, and now you're just like on the defense from them. We're gonna match up the cards here. 5-5. And I saw this when I split the deck. Some of you are sad, depressed. So like I said, right now it's a bit of an energy kick in the butt right now for feminines, because it's mastering the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is tough. She's a tough lady. She's absolutely admirable though. And it's a hard one to, I feel like it's probably, like I said, depending on your sign, I feel like it's one of the hardest ones to master, because some of you can be a water sign and so emotionally in tune and want to be in tune and want to be connected, want to feel that intuition and stuff. You want to feel that connection to your twin, and you're being trained to disconnect energetically from them. And that's something that's hard for water signs. So I feel like, and the Five of Cups is water signs, so I feel like some of you are going through some sadness because you know it's for your own good. You know it. And see, right now all you gotta do is focus on that work. Focus on them work, feminine. See, and get a new thought process. You're undergoing transformations. Okay, you're undergoing major transformations. They're not the only ones. Yes, they're being awoken. Some feminines are being awoken, or at least being reawoken. Because like I said, some just kind of misunderstood this kind of energy connection you have. And look at that, you're walking away. You're going to walk away. So in message I just got, because I saw the bottom of the deck. Now this isn't for everyone, so no one panic. Some of you have been actually so hurt and betrayed, and it took a long time to heal, to get new fresh thoughts, to get a new mindset, that you do not want to go back. And so you've left them out in the cold, like we saw in their headspace. You've walked away, and you've walked away into another relationship, and it's a high vibrational relationship. That's a high vibrational person. It's a King of Pentacles, so nothing wrong with that at all. I would say, but it took a lot of strength to do that. It took a lot of strength for you, especially after all that betraying, and you just sat there and you stayed there and you took it, and you're like, no more. So you really mastered that Queen of Swords, and you made an informed decision at that point. For others, you walk away and you're mastering the King of Pentacles, so which is good. Like I said, some of us just have other things we need to master. So you're mastering the stable side of things. You're learning to control your emotions. If you're going low vibration, you know how to get yourself back up. You know how to work your way and get yourself back up. Some of you have been seeing synchronicities. 3, 3, 3, 5, 5, 5, 5, 7, 7, 7, 7, 3, 3, and of course the typical 11, 11. Let's see, I see that there. And then some of you have been getting in nature's messages, cloud images of certain things, birds coming out of nowhere. And it just seems like when you see them, it's a sign of communication. I don't mean every freaking bird, by the way, guys. Like if you see a bird at night, clearly I would say that's something there. Because they don't normally come out at night. And then butterflies. Butterflies have been a major thing that I've personally been seeing. And like they've literally passed my car like I'm royalty. It's pretty cool. But and then of course you see butterflies here with the Empress. I was just splitting the deck, and of course we're some of those who are continuously working on themselves, and even though we're going back and forth with this high vibration, low vibration, we're continuously ascending up and mastering our Queen of Swords or our King of Pentacles and becoming the Empress, which is what we should be doing. So congrats there. But I know a lot of you are in that heavy energy. It's taken a lot of endurance, a lot of energy, guys. This is why we have Netza that popped out. It's like, yeah, this is the strong energy we need to be having pretty much all the blessings we can have, all the miracles. Let's take a look. I'm starting with feminines here. Let's take a look in the heart space. What is this? What is this? He came out with the 4 of Pentacles. Very interesting. This is just going to be a short message. I'm not going to take it because it's like a special message for an earth sign almost. If you can see that 4 of Swords, King of Swords. You're starting to hold on to your masculine, I feel. You're holding on to your masculine, and it's like you're refusing to say to 8 of Cups when you probably need to. Yeah, there's a third-party situation, so pretty much you're not 8 of Cups when you need to. You're not walking away and you need to. And that's probably putting you into a miserable state. Page of Cups, and you're waiting for that offer that's not coming in because they're in a third-party relationship. And it's going to cause a transformation for you, though. That's a special message. I'll say if you have walked away, you're still holding on to the connection. So you're not really available. You're like, if you've been getting attracted to, men have been attracted to you, for example. I'll talk to this in a female perspective. And you're not feeling that connection with them, and so you kind of politely said no because you're connected so much to your divine masculine that you've held on to. Pretty much, if they don't project this high vibration energy as the masculine does, as you see, then you're not interested. Like I said, that's for some of you. I don't know. It's a special message. Yeah, so you focus yourself on work. Maybe it's a good chunk of you. That's in your heart space. He's definitely in your heart, guys. Masculine's definitely in the heart. What else is in the heart space in the physical world? The feminine. What is in the physical world? Heart space for the feminine, please. Working, because I'm seeing her humming. You do love them. Absolutely. In love. And the cycle is being completed. So this, weirdly enough, the word drought came to my mind. This drought, and I'll just say this low vibration back and forth is coming to an end. And your cycle for trying to master the Queen of Swords, for example, is coming to an end. And you'll get your wish. You'll be the king or queen. Like I said, there is definitely no gender specific, but you're going to be the king or queen of swords. That's going to be the reward after this cycle, after a long battle, and your wish will be coming true. Okay, let's see, what else is in here? Let's get one more. Okay, he wanted to come out. Oh my goodness. He's been begging to come out. Here's masculine is definitely in the heart. And here we go with 5. So a synchronistic number so far has been 5 because 5 cards have naturally popped out. So 5, 5, 5, which is my life path number. And I will tell you right now, it's just not, 5 is not the easiest number. It is one of the most emotionally heavily scarred past lives you will be dealing with if you're a life path number of 5. But man, is it worth it if you master what you need to. If you get on the life path you need to, it's very worth it. Okay, so in the heart space right now, you're exhausted. You're about ready to put the wands down, walk away from everything. F this is what I'm feeling. But at the same time, it's like you see the light at the end of the tunnel. You see that offer. It's so close. You feel it. You feel it even as you're working. You're feeling it in your freaking heart. And you feel like you're feeling his connection suddenly. I'll tell you right now, the heart chakra has been going off like crazy randomly. And so has the sacral chakra has been going off like crazy, which is your sex drive. You'll be sitting there working, literally just do mind your own business. And suddenly this will kick up, oh, what's that? They're going to come to your mind first thing. And I'll tell you right now, some people believe that that's them thinking of you in that sense, or thinking of you if it's the heart. So take it what resonates. I'm just saying that's popping up right now. I feel like some of you are daydreaming about that offer. You're waiting for the offer. You're manifesting the offer. Excuse me, you're not waiting. You're manifesting that offer. Some of you are waiting, but you gotta manifest the offer. When you manifest, the old cycle's over. It's beautiful. So definitely in love with your masculine. Perhaps, again, perhaps you saw an old side of them that you're the only one that's seen, and you're just, you're just loving them. And guys, this is going to be another heavy freaking video. My apologies. The energies are very intense. Here we go. They also had the 4 swords. We had it earlier too. I saw that. Alright, what's in the masculine's heart space? For the feminine, divine feminine in the physical world. What's in their heart space? What is in their heart heart space. Masculine. Ooh, am I taking all those? Why am I flipping them over? That's why I'm flipping them over. Ooh, ow. Okay, go, okay. What is this? Jeez. Okay, so again, with 5 naturally fell out, guys. So again, 5 is a synchronistic number. In their heart space, they're really feeling this connection. And that's what I thought. That's what I honestly thought of lately. I'm like, they must be, because my heart chakra and my sacral region have been going off like crazy. I'm like, they must be dreaming. They must be just randomly thinking. Their thought space is on that connection. And how I knew it was because my heart is freaking pounding like crazy. My heart chakra. Now my actual heart just like, it's like wanting to come out. Honestly, when I think of my situation is when it hurts. So I think they're reminiscing about certain things, about certain situations. Betrayal, 10 of Swords. We have the 5 of Cups, sadness. So again, they're reminiscing about the past. This goes from 10 to 5. They are reminiscing about what they've done to you in the past in their heart. And they feel guilty about it. They're healing from it. They're learning to forgive themselves. And they're coming into balance with that, with the 2 of Pentacles. And that once they do that, that cycle is going to be completed. And they got the Happiest card in the deck when that happens. And twin flame connection, I think, grows and ascends to another level. This is ultimately up to them when they're learning to forgive themselves. You guys probably already forgiven. If not, that's probably what you need to work on. But they're learning to forgive themselves of what they've done to you. Some of them left for another woman. Ooh, so there you go. There's one message. Some of them have left you for someone else. Some of them have chosen their job. Maybe they're a big CEO executive and they chose their job over you. They work like 60 hours a week or something. And they solely rely on, they only focus on the materialistic side of things. And because of that, you've kind of detached from it. Things weren't working anymore. The diamonds, the gifts, those weren't the same feelings anymore, and they knew that. And so when you detached, they became even more focused on work, I'm hearing. And then they've been reminiscing, though, about you, and they've been thinking about how sad they are without you. They don't see you anymore. They're not communicating with you more. You guys are on a break for the past 3 months, I'm feeling. At least 3 to 5 months. I mean, that's what I feel here. No words, no communications at all. And they're wondering about you. They're not reaching out to you. They're thinking about you, though. They know they got to balance out their energies. Some of them may know what this connection is. And they know that they got to learn to forgive themselves for what they did to you. Some of it, like I said, it is leaving you for another person. Choosing someone else over you. And they're coming into balance with that. The cycle is balancing them out. Like I said, we had the Judgment card, the scales of karmic justice come out several times before. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Cycle is being completed. Like I said, one side is completed. Again, past life, there's something that needs healing on both sides when it comes to